My name is Juan Parada. I am an associate professor at the University of the Arts. I teach technology, and I've done a lot of different things in my life. I'm an ITP graduate, so I graduated from ITP in 1997, which was the first wave of the internet. So I promptly started working in the internet industry in the big portal companies here in New York. That went along for about 5 years. Quite a good time, but mostly I learned what not to do, how not to run a business. When the economy imploded in the late 90s, I moved to Philadelphia with my wife. I had a small child. Started a digital agency, but things were still difficult, and also started teaching at the same time at the University of the Arts. Started as a streaming professor teaching web radio, and that quickly expanded into other fields such as web development, technology, and then I started teaching communication theory, media theory, and now I teach game art, so game design, Unity platforms, things like that. Over all these years, because really at this point it's been 14, and it's become my primary occupation, what I really believe, at least my philosophy on education is, what I really try to instill in my students is failure, not to have a fear of failure. Because everything in life really revolves around learning from failures. So from the moment they step into my class to the moment they leave a semester later, that's something that I really drill very significantly on a day-to-day basis. Don't be afraid to fail, don't be afraid to experiment, don't be afraid to try new things. You're never too old. And I also let them know that teaching is a symbiotic relationship with the student. We as instructors learn as much as they as students are learning from us. We learn from them as well. So I like the interactivity. I like that everyone participates, and I like that everyone's ideas in a respectful way are open to interpretation and are a contribution to a classroom environment. And that's something that's really, really important to me. And that's the way I've kind of run all my classes and the way I really approach life. So my philosophy really is about that. It is a philosophy of failure, or at least a not to have a fear of failure, because failure really is, I think, the grease on the wheels of creativity. It's what makes life special. What makes life less boring. I mean, let's be honest. A victory is much sweeter after you've failed a few times. And I don't believe you can reach your lofty heights or your potential without actually experiencing failure, setback, and the ways to kind of work around it and make yourself a better person.